Hey guys, welcome back. I thought today I have some tack cleaning to do and some barn chores, and I wanted to spend a little time with Z, and so I thought I would catch you guys up today on what has been going on with Z if you are a long-time follower of the vlog. While we get some stuff done, I will kind of fill you in on what our winter has been like. I'm gonna wrap up this tack cleaning and show you guys my new brow band, thanks to a friend of mine that makes brow bands. And then we will get Z out and kind of chat about him from there. What are you doing, Polly? Dakota? Hi. While I've been cleaning tack, Polly has been magna-waving and I'm just keeping an eye on her. It has been so cold here. If you live in almost anywhere in the States, actually, because I think it was a high of 40 in Florida, it has been brutally cold in the States. This week, when I started the week, I pulled into work and it said negative 11 degrees Fahrenheit. So it has been too cold to ride the horses pretty much every day this week, so they've been going for hand walks and doing magna wave and getting some lunging in at the walk trot if needed, trying to play some like brain games and stuff and keep everybody focused and happy and comfortable and warm with water. That has just been the main goal this week. It's been so cold. I had to feed lunch hay, but one of the projects I have been doing this week while it's so cold is cleaning and sorting my tack. I wanted to take my jump bridle apart today because I got a new brow band for it and it needs a deep clean. Current brow band is this gray and green. Same person made them. Her name is Unicorn Moon Clay, and I will make sure to link it in the description if you're interested in a custom brow band. But also my tack is pretty dirty, if you can tell. So I'm just gonna clean this. Just trying something that's gonna pop a little more. And then we'll try it on Z today so you guys can see. I've been really in love with the Rapide leather gel. It's like a cleaner and an oil. Okay, I'm gonna check back in when I'm finished. Okay, so my bridle is cleaned and disassembled. Let's put it back together. Start with the headpiece, throat latch. This is the easiest way for me to kind of make sense of it all. Then I put the nose band on the underside. Before I do anything else, I have to put the brow band on. This is like Pony Club 101, and yet I've never been that great at it. Okay. We're getting closer to being back to a bridle. I think I'm gonna like the blue. This was a really out there brow band piece for me. I'm, as you can see, much more into neutral colors, black and white and gray. But I wanted to try to spice it up because I do always wear black and white and gray. And I wanted to have a little pop of something. So, hence the bright opals. The last pieces to add back on are like the cheek pieces that attach to the bit. Voila. It's so nice and clean now. I don't often have to take my bridles apart, and I'm really bad at it. So, let's put it on Z and see how it looks. I took off my lovely neck warmer, so hopefully you can hear me better. So, it has been a winter journey, and I'm feeling a little bit less down and emotional about it, so I feel like I can talk about it now. So to backtrack a little bit for you guys, sorry if I'm yelling, but I feel like I'm so far away from the microphone. You're okay. All of the horses have been really sore right in their lower neck, chest area from the blankets that they're wearing because it's been so cold that, like right now, Z's wearing 2 heavies. And they've all been really reactive right there. So I was kind of anticipating that reaction. So to backtrack, he came back from Kentucky. I feel like I did a vlog about him. My vet came just to look him over and was like, wow, he looks so great. All things considered, I told her that I was planning to have a pretty light winter hacking and some flat work basics. And she was like, well, you might need to do his SI injection, which unfortunately at this point we've had to do every 6 months. But you also might not have to. Right now it looks okay. This was in October. And then my vet went down to Wellington for the winter. November, at some point, I don't remember exactly which week it was. I believe that he had some sort of fall in the paddock. He had a swollen left front knee and he was like tweaked behind. That's all I can explain it as, because suddenly I took him out to lunge one day and he was just like slamming on the brakes, kicking out, and like hopping up behind. I'll pop a little video in here of what he was doing. I immediately texted my vet and was like, hey, are you guys gonna come to visit? I have just been having great success with her, specifically after I've used a couple different vets with Z. And she responded that one of her associates, whom I've also used with Z, knows Z, and I trust, was gonna be coming back to the New York area over the winter break. So I was like, okay, cool. I'm gonna just give him some time off. And we did a week of Butte, and I was just gonna wait for her. So fast forward 2 weeks, I get a text that I'm making a very long story out of this, but they weren't coming back up for the winter to do some like stuff up here. And she did recommend someone, but I had had some other experiences with that vet and blah, blah, blah. I called another vet in the area that somebody had recommended. Ironically, she was out on maternity leave. So I just felt like for a whole month, I couldn't actually get someone that would understand the depth of his case and the depth of his back and pelvic issues out. I didn't want just anyone to come out. I was just being a little picky because there's a lot going on with his body and a lot to him. You know, he has sleep deprivation issues and kissing spine and pelvic issues, a lot of like arthritis there. So I just feel like I can't just call anyone. There's a lot to it. All that to say, my body worker came out and she worked on him in November and he was fine. In December, she came out right before Christmas. He had had 4 weeks off and she could not work on his back and his pelvic area at all. He was so upset and just like could not be touched back here at all. He was really grumpy. And so that was a little frustrating. She recommended somebody that is a surgeon, an equine surgeon in the area that has recently kind of gone off on his own. And long story short, he knew my vet, so he came out. Sorry, if you're listening to all of this, you really care about Z and everything that we've been through together. If not, I feel like I'll put a blurb down here if you don't want to hear about Z, how you can skip ahead. This vet came out now 2 weeks ago and saw Z. So he's now been off for 2 months and was like, wow, he's in so much pain. And I immediately, my heart broke. I was like, I don't understand. My vet came in October and he had felt so great to her and she felt like I was doing such a great job keeping up with all of his ridiculous arthritis maintenance stuff. And he was like, well, I just feel like he's in a lot of back and SI pain. So this vet recommended basically doing a bone scan, which costs a lot of money, somewhere between like $3,000 to $5,000. And I was like, no, I don't have the money for that. I have invested so much financially in this horse the last year, and that is just like over the limit for me. That's a no. And he's 15 now, so at this point, if he were in some sort of level of body pain, I just think we would look at the retirement route rather than go down that road. So, continue on. We decided to inject his back and reevaluate his kissing spine to start with, which on x-ray his kissing spine seemed to be worse, which at least in my head was like, okay, well, we just need to address this more proactively now. I think kissing spine is very treatable if you make a good plan with your vet. I know a lot of people don't agree with that, but Z has been very comfortable in his back with proper injections and shockwave and manual wave and lots of stuff. So, and body work monthly, etc. So we injected his back. This time we injected from kind of like a different approach of actually going down on x-ray in between the spinal processes and really trying to alleviate inflammation, since the kissing spine had gotten a little worse on x-ray since I did his x-rays 2 years ago. He's coming back on Monday to do his SI as well. And basically, we're just gonna see how he feels from there. If that is not the solution, then I think we have to talk about what else could have happened. I don't even know. But, you know, obviously the vet was highly concerned about the sleep deprivation issues, and I don't know how or when or if I've talked in depth about all that, but he has a lot of body issues and a lot of trauma just from his past, and so that was kind of a long story. We have not been doing any riding for the last 2 months. We've been going on hand walks, and I've been playing with some Liberty work and doing lots of therapies, body work stuff, just trying to keep him happy in his body. You know, at the core of everything, I just want him to be comfortable, and so if he's not going to be comfortable in his body to do a riding job, that's fine. Up until this point, I think with a lot of financial investment and a lot of hard work, I've kept him really comfortable. So we'll kind of see how that goes. I would love for us to have 1 more year together. It makes me like teary because I've put so much training and effort in, but at the core of everything that I believe in as a horsewoman, their body comfort is the most important, and their happiness. And so if he's not happy to do a riding job, then so be it. We will move on from there. In the meantime, he's looking fantastic in his body, and he's gained weight, and he's still on some ulcer meds because we are always fighting with ulcers. He's the $1 million free horse. So yeah, that is kind of the full Z update. No riding in the last 2 months. Just having a good old time being best friends and doing lots of therapeutic stuff for him. We'll see how he feels in about 2 weeks. And in the meantime, I'm gonna plan to do a vlog kind of on the nutrition overhaul aspect. I feel like his body condition looks really good right now. So at least that aspect I'm really happy with. I feel like that was so long that I'm just gonna wrap up the vlog with trying on his bridle and a couple chores, and then we'll just be done with this vlog for today because I did so much talking. There's so much I wanna do with you guys soon, which is great. So we'll kind of get back in the swing of things I wanna talk about the nutrition, and I need to do some mane trimming and stuff like that. So I have lots I want to do in the near future. Clearly he's not gonna cooperate, but hopefully you can see how cute he looks. Let's do a couple barn chores to wrap up today. Okay, let's do evening feeding and turn out and sweep the barn, and then we're done. And that'll wrap up the vlog today. I'm getting blinded, but that is a wrap on the day. We are headed home to have some soup and warm up. We'll see you guys soon. Bye.